Hi there, I've come for your breast milk. I have risen once more out of my coffin of diarrhea to come to you fellas to talk about this ugly piece of shit. Thank you to this guy for making this art for me and letting me use it as a profile picture. I find it kind of dumb that I'm thanking him now because it's in the same video as this. I know I'm already mean to Minilla, I know. But it's mostly because he's not my son of Godzilla. Y'all already know who gets that award. Because when you think of Godzilla, the last thing you would think is that this is supposed to be the offspring of him. But look, as much as I want to make fun of his ugly ass, stupid ass, Kermit the Frog looking ass, stepping stool head ass, live action Ninja Turtle looking ass, I don't think he's downright terrible. Hell, I mean, if you look at his Final Wars version, he actually looks alright. Unlike the Showa version, which just looks like... Again, y'all know who the real son of Godzilla is. If we're talking about how he looks in Kaiju, they did a good job with actually making him feel alive, unlike the movie. And it definitely looks better than Minilla EX, which, by the way, I will talk about Minilla EX. I'm just waiting for the remodel. But for now, we still have the same Minilla EX where it looks like he's been running for 24 hours straight. Alrighty then. So enough of me blowing air into the mic because I think I do that enough already. Right now we're gonna discuss if this rock climbing back having ass motherfucker is worth the sacrifice you have to make to get him, which I will discuss later in the video. So as he's running with his weird ass feet animation, I was actually surprised about how much potential Minilla actually has. No, like really, his potential is actually insane. And this is just one of the few examples of what Minilla can do with his swish swoosh, nom nom, and but I gotta make it clear because on default his damage is actually okay, but it's when you throw a tantrum, sad face, that's when you show them the real chaos. So swish swoosh is not really good on its own, but when you combine it with nom nom, it actually does a lot of damage. But we all know what the best melee attack is, the one and only cannonball. The team honestly deserves props because they were able to put the weight of your mom in a kaiju move. Like, that is impressive. It's so strong and heavy that it's able to push people back even though you're crushing them. Like, that shouldn't be scientifically possible, but it is what it is. And the fourth move is actually him recreating that scene in the movie where he's able to shoot little rings. But who fucking knows if that's actually what he's shooting because you can't even see it half the time. I don't know if it's just a me problem, but you can almost never see the rings half the time. So it almost always looks like I'm shooting thin air at people. Sometimes the rings work, sometimes they don't, but when they do work, they actually work pretty well with a solid 900 damage. But Froakie, my rings always do half the damage of 900. Oh yeah? Well, let me tell you why that's probably happening to you, stupid. The rings function in the same way that Godzilla does, the Millennium version, where you have to hold down the button to get the full damage effect. If you didn't know this, believe me, I didn't know either until I figured it out, and I felt like a dumbass. More than usual. So I went over swish, swoosh, nom nom, cannonball, and what else can this crybaby do? Hey, I'm not a crybaby. Hungry hippo looking ass. Oh, my feelings. Lol, that's why your girl left you for me. What is this energy? When she leaves for another, there's always her mother. Tantrum is going to be the most important move you use, since it basically gives you double damage and double speed for free. Did that rhyme? I don't think I need to explain why this is super useful. Like, you have to use it before every fight. And hey, look, he actually can shoot a beam like his dad. Now, the question is this worth it? Because I know a lot of people don't like the requirements for getting this Minilla. One of the requirements is find the Minilla egg, which is easier said than done. It requires 15% of your G cells, which I don't give a hot, crispy Kentucky Fried fuck about. But this one I have a problem with. Sacrifice your Showa Godzilla. I feel like it should have just been a level cap thing where you had to get Showa Godzilla to level 50 or something. But no, once you get the new Minilla, you have to start from level 1 and start leveling Showa Godzilla all over again. Now, do I recommend you get this Minilla? Well, yes and no. Some people care about their G cells, some don't. Some people care about Showa Godzilla and some don't. But the kaiju you get in return, to me at least, is just a solid kaiju. I was surprised that this Minilla was actually pretty good, but he's not that good. I feel like there's definitely kaijus better than him. And then again, people do say it is worth it, so I don't know, man. It's really up to you.